YouTube, howdy, what is going on, everybody? Hey guys, I got a quick question for you today. What's better than one stinger? Two. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So as you can see, we are switching into kind of like the small fixed, the small American fixed blade section. This is my first one from Northern. I guess before we get into that, carried F10. Let's give it a flick. All right, not as good as last one, but we're still getting there, okay? So I have been looking for obviously a Northern Knifeworks Stinger, and I found one. I was able to acquire it, and then very shortly after, another one that I really wanted became available. So I, of course, had to go ahead and get that. And so I offloaded quite a bit of my collection. I have been. It was kind of time to anyway, so I was able to trade for both of these. There is some tape there, and so I'm super pumped to check out Northern Knifeworks, and we'll kind of go over some of their, or I guess his, background and all of that, so y'all don't just have to hear me babble. I'll go through his website while we're kind of doing this. So first and foremost, I want to say thank you to both guys that helped me out here, Donnie and then Austin. Thank both of y'all so much, man. Like, really do appreciate it. The knife and EDC community is one of the best places in the world, and these are two of the examples to really show you why. So let's start off with the one from Donnie here. So I'm going to go over some Northern Knifeworks stuff. So it's owned and operated by Levi Herrick. And I love this first line. So it says, "My name is Levi Herrick, and I am a follower of Jesus Christ, as well as the sole owner and operator of Northern Knifeworks." Levi, if you ever happen to watch this, man, I am a Christian, huge follower of Jesus Christ as well. I love that, man. So you got a huge supporter just because of that. So Levi was living in Minnesota in 2020, and it was just a hobby to pass the time. He always loved working with his hands and making high quality knives. And so this is kind of what we've gotten into, right? So he has, and I'll go over all of this with y'all, right? So he has 5 different models. The Stinger, which is his flagship model and most popular design, with its slim design and comfortable ergonomics. It's an optimal profile for EDC or everyday carry. So overall length is 7 inches with a 2 7/8 inch cutting edge. Next one he has is the Dart, which is another popular one. This was the first collaboration with Erica Slater from Erica's EDC. This model is even slimmer than the Stinger and practically disappears in your pocket. 6 7/8 inches overall with the 2 3/4 inch cutting edge. So just a little bit smaller. Then the Dagger, then the Sparrow, and then the Orion. So his 2 main ones, it looks like, are the Dart and the Stinger, and he's starting to move into other ones. They are all really beautiful. I'm going to have them up on the screen while we're doing this anyway. And then he's also got some that are actually available on his website. So I'll make sure I run through some of that, show y'all some of what's available. Y'all really need to check out his stuff. He also does have custom book spots open, so check him out. But let's get into this one. So this is the one from Donnie. Now, this is a custom that was made for Donnie, and then he actually offered it up for sale when I kind of reached out. So, y'all ready? Wow. That is what I'm talking about. So both of mine are, what am I trying to say here? the blade shape that it is. It'll come to me. I'll put it up on the screen. I'm blanking out right now, guys. Sorry. Harpoon style. There we go. So it's a Harpoon style. I really like that. Great EDC style blade. Man, this is really nice in hand. This fits my hands perfectly. I am digging this. Wow. And then the Kydex sheet to match. So butterscotch micarta, black linen, I believe, pins. There is a lanyard hole. I do have a bead on the way, so I'll tie up a lanyard and then get that bead on there when it comes in by Megatray. I do love the logo that Levi has. It is really cool. Man. All right, so let's get into the other one now. That click is nice. All right. So let's go over here. Austin, thank you for this one, man. I do really appreciate it. This one is one that people have been chasing. There is another one of these out there. There's two. It's a twin. So let's pull that one right out. Wow, look at that. With the matching bead. So they actually took the same scale material, made a matching bead. The intricacy of just the line work and where they meet in the segments of these are 285 scales. Man, they are just gorgeous with the matching camo sheath. This one isn't. Okay, so not a Harpoon. That's cool. I kind of like that they're not both. So I have just the regular and then the Harpoon style. I love that. Well, these fit my hand great. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to fall in love with these. Wow. All right, let's get some official measurements. Put these down here, probably a little lower. Pull this to the edge, and then I'll face the camera down so we get y'all the best angle. So we're going to put them both up with each other. Go. All right. Let's get your face down a little bit and zoomed in. All right. So both of those next to each other. Let's go ahead and get measurements. So the Harpoon blade is going to be a little over 2.5. Cutting edge is right at 2.5. Non-Harpoon is basically right at 3. You know what? I should probably do it there. 2 7/8. Yeah. So also 2 7/8 with 2 3/4 cutting edge. Yeah, this one cutting edge is like 2.5. So it is smaller on the cutting edge on the Harpoon style. So just keep that in mind, guys. A little bit smaller, not a huge difference, but definitely a little bit. All right, so let's do some comparisons then. Handle. Handle should be the same on both. Right under 4.5. Yep, right under 4.5. Okay. So obviously there's going to be a little bit of difference, guys. It's not like he's doing production, but they're pretty much the same. So. All right, let's go up against, how about two small guys? Let's go up against the Jacob Creates Chickadee. Yeah, that is small in comparison. And then the Tikal Piranha. Definitely bigger than both of those knives, which, I mean, is to be expected, right? And then how about a Midnight Fix EDC from Jack Wolf? And shout out Donnie and Ben. How about the Knives by Nuge Chickpea? Pretty similar to that. A little bit longer in the handle, definitely dressier in the handle, but Knives by Nuge is one of my favorite ones out there. How about the Carry Dev 1? And up against the, you know what? Kind of did that backwards. Let's do this real quick. These would be better comparisons, huh? All right, so versus the North Edge Tools Nomad. Here we go. Bigger than both of those for sure, no doubt. How about a couple more Jacob Creates, one of my favorite guys out there. Jacob, if you ever watch this, shout out to you, man. Can't wait for all the big things coming up for you. I know you just told me the Chickadee has some big things coming up. Can't wait to see that. So two of Jacob's, this is the Jack Wolf Collusion and Jacob Creates, and then the Jacob Creates Vanguard Mary. Okay. How about up against the North Edge Tools Nomad? So the Nomad's definitely going to be bigger, and then this next one is the Snake Eater. Might not fit on screen. I'll make it. Yeah. Definitely smaller than both of those. Not meant to be nearly as big as those, so don't really see a problem with that. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. And then how about some locking knives for those out there that carry a lot of locking? So the Protect Malibu, and then how about the Civivi Guile that I actually skellied? Pretty cool. All right. And then how about the McNeese Mac 3.5 and a Jack Wolf Tango. Yeah. And then let's do last two comparisons here. Let's go with the Civivi Elementum button lock. We'll do one more after this. And how about the QSP Penguin? Okay. How about the last ones here? We'll go with, this will probably be the folder that I carry with this a lot. It is way more green in person, guys. Not lime green like that other one, but. And then the After Hours Jack, modified by Knife Modders. Bam. Guys, I am super pumped to own these, get some usage in with them. I will report back to y'all once I do get some. I haven't even really started those videos yet, but it is something I plan on doing, so just bear with me. We'll get there eventually. But yeah, thanks for joining me for another one, guys. I am so excited to get this in. I mean, like, this is up there for me, so I'm so pumped. Yeah, thanks for joining me for another one, guys. I can't believe that y'all support me the way that you do, but you truly do, and that means the world to me. We are legends. If you want, subscribe, man. Yeah, peace out.